Let me start with how I source for my materials. So I remember I told you I've been sewing for a while now. So I started when I was on campus. That was far back 2014. So there was a phase when I was on campus. That was in I went to Adekunle University, Akungba Akoko, AAU. So when I was in Akungba, I had to always go to Ikare to get my materials. You didn't have to go to materials there, but not what I could work with. So no general stock like that, good ones, bad ones, but at least. So, but when I moved back to when I was done with school, moved back to Accra, you could always get materials from ICOT. They have an area of shop at ICOT where you get materials from. When I moved to Lagos also, to Balogun Market, Oshodi Market, but right now that I'm back in Accra, but I have a plug in Lagos. I send my material for me. But most times when I need in the Anfield, if I'm not buying in bulk, I won't buy from Lagos. If I'm buying almost like 100k watts, thereabout, I might need to. Yeah, so when I'm in town, when I have the time to go to the market myself, I prefer to go to buy from these young folks. This guy, you know when he was under this guy and he now has his own shop. Because I feel like you can easily relate to the person. She I have this guy at ICOD. His name is Zico Buttons. It's Isaac. So I've been buying material from it since when I was like 100 level. That's like 7 years ago. So this guy wants to be like almost like brothers now. So he has this guy beside him too. The guy's name is Friday. The guy used to work under somebody before, but right now he has a store. So I also prefer these folks, and they have funny enough, they have good material. So when it comes to pricing, you can easily relate with them. They're reading things with you, and also like I was saying, talking about these people are young minds and they understand the struggles of being an entrepreneur at that young age, and I just prefer them basically. And so another thing about this whole business, especially tailoring, is that you don't get better unless you are on the job. So you don't become an 100% on your first day at work. It's never possible. It's never done that way. So I've had a lot. I want to do a lot of fuck ups. I remember my first major fuck up was there was this teacher we had in seminar. I went to seminary for my secondary education, Mr. Akintunde. So he brought me for his wedding suit. So that time I was still into this suit shit. So I was like, okay now. So I got the material and everything. So he came for fitting, and the suit was crazy. I remember when he came for fitting in the house that day, I didn't even have an iron to iron the clothes. I had to, go and look for one dry cleaner to just keep letting me, what is it, the errors. But that's even aside. I've had a lot of clients call me back. Like, yeah, go back to me, yeah, that's the point, man. Could you kind of rubbish this for me? And well, that didn't stop me. They've swept for me very well. Not today. First things first. How will I put it now? Fashion generally is a trend, and it keeps changing over time. So there was a point in time whereby polished materials, where you stash your kaftan, and the kaftan will hang like this thing. That was what is in vogue. And there was a point in time, there was a transition from the polished material into suit-like material. This material they used for suit, they started using for kaftans also. So basically, we had the cheaper ones, we had the more expensive ones. We have materials of like 3k per yard, we have for like 5k per yard, So it's depending on the budget you are working with, and also from buying it for yourself first, using it, washing it, then the duration of that the material can last and things like that. So basically, it's just like how do I know good materials? It's as a result of experience, yeah. So I try new materials sometimes. I know that this is not good for this kind of thing. This is better for this kind of thing. So it's just to use them, make the mistake, then you know how to.
What projects are you working on?
Yeah, I have like 3 major projects. The first one is the Dodger City campaign. Okay, Taylordan's motto is Lord your world. So I feel like first thing first, your city is like the prototype of your own world. So we are doing like a campaign to show that you inside a Taylordan Kaftan, you are a light in that city. You are a lord. A lord is someone that commands respect from wherever his subjects are. So between the Taylordan Kaftan, so I had a team of guys working to Taylordan Kaftan. It was a very, very beautiful. The project will be out soon. That's almost done. So that's a lot of city campaign. So we started with Ondo State. That's my city. That's Akure. I think up next is the Lagos and Abuja then for that course. But for now, I started from Accra. That's one. For two, I have this new clothing line. We call it the cave suit. It's something different from what I used to normally because I'm more of a suit guy and a kaftan guy. But for now, because I decided to do something a little too funky that I can use in the evenings, not too serious and all. So that's the cave suit project. That's another one. And that too is my physical working store. Yeah, I'm doing that. For the first time, I've always been working from home. So when I was in school, my machine was in my room, in my hostel. When I moved to Lagos, my machine was in my room. Now in Accra, I have an atelier, but it's very, very close to where I live. So I need something in town where people can always walk in there and pick something. So working on that project too now. So that one is I call it a celebrity influencing marketing. So I think I have a shoot with fraud, I have a shoot be on air. I think that is what I have right now, some other guys. But so I just in the pipeline. I know that with time I'll get everything done, but at least one step at a time. Yeah.
Why do you choose that career? Since you say you're working with fraud and the rest, why do you choose that career? I have quite a number of fan base in Lagos. I was in Lagos for almost a 1 year period, and that was like the beginning of the next phase of my career. So right now I'm in Accra, my factory is in Accra, but I frequently Lagos. I noticed that people are beginning to see that running to Lagos is a little expensive. You know that we have a lot of schools around on those states, around Accra to visit. We have FUTA, we have EXU, we have we have AUA, we have ADME, we have a lot of. So Accra is like that growing metropolitan city in this part. So people that after FUTA, after they are done from school, run to Lagos. You see how much life in Lagos is expensive. Like, all of them are beginning to come back. So I see very, very close to FUTA, very close to. So all the houses around there, they are finished. Young guys are doing well. So I feel like very soon these people want something that they can use their money for. So if I'm not giving them anything, they're taking the money elsewhere. So I want to be the one collecting all those money from them, showing them the basics of life. So again, I want to collect their career money now. Taylor money is sweet now. And again, I think when we have things here, you can draw people in.
Exactly, that's another thing. Yeah, like you said, if we have things here, people can actually stay because they feel like if I can get this in a career, why should I do? Yeah. I feel like if you are not building, you can't be a lord. So as much as you want to be a lord, you have to have something to show for it. So the process of building leads to being the lord of something. Yeah. So that's it.
So what do you think?
Why isn't what I usually tell my folks, especially the younger tailors, is that there's always there's a processing phase before gold is made. That's to pass through fire. Before a seed starts to germinate, it has to die first. So there's that period whereby it looks like you are just going there to learn this thing. Even though like say you can make money from arm, you know. When I was learning how to sew, I learned how to sew from a man. I call him Alga. His brand name was Super Touch then. So his shop was at Oladeji. I was in Awele. So literally, exactly like two ends. My mom at that time, financing was not that good at home because my brother was in school, my sister was, everything was going on. So when we gave me like 15 naira, that time I was sitting 15 naira. So I would trek to the junction of my estate and take 15 naira to Oja. So from Oja, now on trekking to Oladeji, I will just pass the back of this Texaco. You bust out at Marakale. You will cross again. You bust out at Akintunde. From Akintunde, you just follow back. Bust out at the roundabout. Then from there, before you know it, at Oladeji roundabout. So I was doing this like consistently for like almost a month, 2 months, and after because it's not like the passion. So they're paying me like giving like 100 naira every day, free, And I told you, like I said, he told me that I should do these things. I feel like what I used to hold on to is, if you told me to do this thing,
it's one of the guy, you have to provide. There was, as at 2020, I was working in Lagos. You know, I told you I was one of the bigger problem with this business is funding. So I needed capital for business. I needed to get industrial machines. I needed to, you know, put my brand out there, you know, brand tags, brand back. I needed the place I can get money for. So I decided to start working. But the work was a little crazy. I won't lie to you. I was working in an online TV station. So I was working like literally sometimes day shifts, sometimes night shifts. So in the day shift you work from 8 to 6 p.m. In the night shift you work from 7 p.m. to 6 a.m. sometimes, or 8 a.m. sometimes. So most times when I work from during my day shift, when I work from 8 a.m. to 6 a.m. because of Lagos, you know, I get home around 7:38 or 9 sometimes, depending on how traffic is. So from that, you just find something to eat, you rest, wake up around 12, because they used to bring the light in my area around 12. They'll put it on till 12 the next day. So and the light was constant. I thank God for that. So when I wake up around 12, I start working. Like I'll start sewing from that 12 till 6 a.m. From 6 a.m. I don't sleep. I enter the bedroom suite, came to my suit, then I start jumping balls, start dragging for balls. So it was like, but now actually I'm beginning to live the baby boy life, small, you know. I can go to Lagos now and afford Uber. Just not always like this. Before, when I when I left Lagos to come back, how do I move around Lagos? I take it down to a particular point. When I after now, I feel like everybody. I was like, is it down for me? Tell me that. Yes sir, oh yes sir. But I will take it down with me. I think I can take it down to enter Uber. But right now, last time I went to Lagos, I was on Uber spray. Spent almost 50k in 3 days for Uber. Thank God. So whatever you are doing, whatever it is you are doing, you just have to know that there's a period you have to just grind first and focus on quality, not quantity. Guys, now you are a wise man, so you have to stay wise.